Hey, thanks for joining me today. Milo here. So, unfortunately, this video looks like it's gonna be a long one, and I haven't even added the player attack and health to the script I normally read off of yet. Because surprisingly enough, I can read. Double unfortunately, I am getting into I'm getting into week 4 of my game. Christ, Milo. So I'm going to do loot and stuff this video, and then player health, attack, and skill points next video. Alright. If you guys can hear some type of buzzing, that is my cat. I love her very much. Her name is Nat. She has a bit of an attitude, but right now she's being sweet. Anyway, let's get into it. So in my canvas, I went ahead and started making the XP bar for my player. I went ahead and followed into about 5 minutes of game dev guides, how to create progress bars in Unity tutorial. I have no notes for this tutorial. I just need the first part of it. But because there is some important information that will be needed in this little game vlog I'm doing, I will be just kind of dumbing down information here. So what I did is I made a dark image for the bar's background and called it progress bar. I duplicated this bar and then had it to be the child to the last. I then called this child mask. I turned this bar green and gave it a mask component. I then duplicated the mask, got rid of the component, and made this new object a child to the mask and named it fill. In my mask object, I changed the image type to fill, and the fill method was horizontal. In my progress bar object, I made a script called progress bar. I turned this script into an instance class by having a variable called public static progress bar called XP bar, and having an awake function that said if XP bar is null, then XP bar is this. So in my scripts folder, I made a script called level OS. Will be my level scriptable object. In level, which is the scriptable object, I did a public int called level for the variable. Then I got in public int called player level with curly brackets on the end that said on the inside get return level semicolon set level to value. This scriptable object will now hold its value even if you get out of the plaything. In progress bar, I had a total of 9 different values. Oh my goodness, she just bit me. How dare she? Not including that static var that we just talked about. The first was a public variable called level OS for the script with the name level. The next 3 were 2 ints called maximum current, and the next one was an image called mask, and then the next 2 were text mesh pro OUGI called XP text with a private string after it called start that held XP space. The next 2 were the same as the last 2, but the names were level text and level start. And level start had the string level space, like LVL space. And the start function, I set level text to empty before setting it to level start and 0. I made 2 functions, one called getFill and the other called addXP. In getFill, I set that float fill amount is equal to current divided by maximum. I then set mask fill amount to fill amount. I then got the XP text and set it to empty before having it be equal to start. Place current to string divided by max to string. In addXP, I sent an int parameter called given XP, and I made current be equal to current plus given XP. Now, if you remember in the last video, we had a script called bat. You're gonna access that this time. And in the if statement that says if health is less than or equal to 0.0, I went ahead and called the instance for the XP. In order to call an instance, you need the name of the script, the name of the variable you assigned it under, and the function you want to access. So in our case, it would be progressbar.xpbar.addXP, XP given. Now our XP bar will be constantly updating. Still in the progress bar, I put down current. If current is equal to maximum, then set current to 0, then add a player level. Make sure to call the function of your scriptable object. Most of the time you can get away with setting the variables to private and seeing them in the expector with serialized field. But I was having some issues, so I set which is why I set them private. I then set level text to empty before doing level start plus player level, and then just trying it out. In the next if statement, I said if the player level -5 is greater than or equal to 0, then in the next nested if function, I said if maximum doesn't equal maximum plus int player divided by 5, make it maximum plus player divided by 5. This basically makes it so the XP goal changes whenever you get a level divisible by 5. The second if statement is so that you don't make it go on forever and ever, because I had an issue with that. Alright, that's all for level. Now it's time for the money. In my canvas, I made a grayscale with text over it. I set this text 0. In the text, I put a new script called change money. I made change money into an instance script. I had two variables, one called total money, the other a text mesh pro called money text. In the start function, I got the money text from the components, and then I made an add money function with an int parameter called money added. I then changed total money to total money plus money added, and then I changed the text to match total money. Oh my lord. Okay. Alright, that is it for this video. Make sure to check out my website in the description. It has other games I'm working on, short stories I've posted. You want to see my stories? You can find me under Milo Rose 151 on DeviantArt, Wattpad, and Vocal. All of these sites are free, but if you read me on Vocal, I get a little bit of money. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this video. This is Milo signing out. Bye bye.